Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. So today I'm going to be building a single mum apartment, and this apartment is in the Spice District in Myshuno. I think it's 19 Culper per house if I'm reading the top left correctly. It's really small on my monitor so I can't actually see, but it's the one which has the TLC lot trait. So I actually recently found out that there's a mod. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but I recently found out there's a mod which can delete them, like the TLC items. So the plumbing, like the plums on the wall, the plumbing on the wall, the electric box, and the rat holes, and like drains and stuff. I found out there's actually a mod that can do that, and the mod's been out for like a year, and I've only just discovered it. I know I'm really late, but I thought it was a really cool thing. And so when I had that in mind, I kind of wanted to build an apartment with a TLC, like with the TLC lot, because I feel like with them lot traits, I never really want to build in them apartments, because I feel like, well, I don't really want to put everything into this, because it's one of them apartments that are a little bit funny, and they've got that kind of like, it's not like a baggage, if that makes any sense, but like it's got that annoying thing where the stuff always breaks. And when I found out that there's actually a mod where you can delete them, I was so happy. So I actually decided to build in this apartment because it's actually a really good sized apartment, and it would be one of my favourites if it wasn't for them awkward objects. But now I found out that you can actually go in and delete them with this mod. I was so happy. I didn't actually have the mod installed, and I still don't have it installed. I might install it later on, but just have that freedom of, if you want to be able to delete them, I think that's so cool. And so it kind of made me want to build in this lot, just because I never build in this lot because of them restrictions with the lot. And now that I found out that there is a way to get rid of it, and so you can kind of just have it as a normal apartment, I wanted to build like a nice single mum, like family kind of orientated apartment. And this is probably one of my favourite apartments that I've built, and I say that because I don't regularly build in this apartment, and it's such a good size, like I said. And I feel like because I've built in the same apartment so many times, where this one was something different and I haven't actually built in it, I absolutely love this apartment, and I love like the whole colour swatches, and I just really love this apartment, and I can't wait to put it in my game and actually be able to play with it. And it's just one of them really nice family and welcoming, that doesn't make any sense, but like a family apartment that's really welcoming, and I'm just really excited to play in this apartment. But as you can see, I've swiftly done the bathroom and utility room, or it's kind of like Americans call it a laundry room, I call it like a utility room sometimes, because in England we call it a utility room. And I actually kind of like the pipes in this apartment for the first time ever, because it kind of matched in with like the whole laundry / washing kind of aspect of it. And I kind of did the bathroom, and then I did like a little archway going into the utility room, and it's just got like the washing machine and tumble dryer in there, and it's got them little pipes in the wall. And I actually feel like if I do get this mod, I might actually keep the pipes in the wall, because it adds some realism into that little room, and I just really like it. But yeah, so now I'm just doing the kitchen, and I actually really like this colour swatch that I used on the counters. I don't use it that often, but I actually really liked it in this apartment, and the woods in this apartment are kind of similar swatches to the countertops. It's a very muted apartment, I'd say. It's got a lot of pinks and a lot of creams and just a lot of toned down colours, and I really like that in this apartment. And I thought it was a perfect apartment for a single mum and her daughter, and it's just, I'm really excited to play in it. I don't know why, it's just, like I said, it's one of my favourite apartments that I've built, if not my favourite, and I just cannot wait to get into game and actually play with it. But anyway, you can kind of see that I'm doing this kind of frying pan little section on the wall, and I really wanted to use this Dine Out painting which had the pancakes and the bacon on it. I absolutely love that painting. It's probably one of my favourites. It's just, I love that painting, and I love the other swatch it comes in with the eggs and the toast, I think it is. But for some reason, because I sized it down, I think it is, when I kind of went into 3 wall mode instead of like all the walls up, the painting and the frying pans were showing, and I hate when apartments do that. I hate when you place something and then you can see what's on the wall if the wall isn't up. It really aggravates me. And so sadly I did actually delete it, and I put in a painting from Cool Kitchen Stuff. I kind of did this similar theme. I did I think it's like toast, eggs and some bacon, and it was kind of similar to the pancake one, but I mean I would have loved to use the pancake one, and you can probably, if you download this, you can go and add the pancake picture into it, but I just hate when objects are on the wall and the wall's up. It just really irritates me, so I did delete it. But yeah, so now I'm just moving on and doing the lounge room, and I decided to go for like a kind of pinky kind of tone in this room. The lounge, the kitchen and the dining room are all kind of into one, and I actually always do that in my apartments because I want it to be like an open space. I don't want to close off apartments, and so I absolutely love the way this turned out because the kitchen ties in so lovely with the wallpaper and the sofas, and it just all ties in really, really nicely together, and it's just such an adorable apartment, and it's definitely one that you can kind of come in and raise a family in, and it's just so great. But I would say raise a family, but it's actually only got 2 bedrooms in this apartment, which I probably should mention. There is a mum's bedroom and then a daughter's bedroom, and for the mum's bedroom I kind of went for like a pinky theme in there as well, and in the daughter's room I kind of went for like a baby blue colour, which I absolutely love. And I didn't mean to do it, but I realised when I was actually doing the daughter's bedroom, when I just finished it, I did a lot of references to cats again. And if you watched my cozy cottage build, which I did, I think it was last Sunday, I did a room, and then at the end I kind of realised that everything was kind of aiming towards that this sim loves cats, and I kind of accidentally did it again. So I may be thinking that they've got a cat in this apartment. I did add a little cat scratcher thing and some little food bowls. I kind of imagine maybe 1 cat, and I know I put 2 food bowls, but I was thinking maybe one has water or milk in, and then the other one kind of has the food in. I mean, I've never had a cat, so do cats drink water or milk? Like, I know dogs drink water, but I don't know what cats drink. I know that's a really weird thing to say, but I don't know. But I imagine one would be their drink bowl, and then one would be like the food bowl kind of thing. But yeah, so now I'm just doing this little bookcase, and I haven't actually used this bookcase. It's from Get Famous, and I know Get Famous has been out for a few months now, like maybe like 4 months. I'm not completely sure. It came out like November, I think. I still haven't properly explored the gameplay. I've done a little bit of it. I've made a single sim and then like got her really famous and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't actually properly explored it. And now I feel like there's so much to do in the Sims. I still haven't even explored like the astronaut career, which has been in the game for like 5 years. That came with base game. There's just so much to do with the Sims now, and I kind of haven't got enough time to do it all. I just always find new things I want to do and then just never get around to doing the other kind of stuff. But yeah, ramble over. I'm just moving on and doing the little dining room, and I used the cats and dogs table, and then I used the Parenthood chairs, and they actually matched, and I was so happy because it was the same wood that I was using throughout this like big open area with the kitchen, the dining and the lounge room. It was the same wood on both the table and the chairs, and then the pink matches the wallpaper just absolutely perfectly. So I was really, really happy with that, and I just love them chairs from Parenthood. I especially love it in the pink swatch. I just think they're so nice and lovely, and they look so realistic and welcoming, and I thought it'd be perfect for this little family kind of apartment, and I just absolutely love it. But I did just add a little study area over in the corner, and I actually never used the Parenthood wall decorations. I'm not sure what they are, but I thought it'd be really handy to have them on the wall in case maybe the mum's really into like arts and crafts and all that kind of stuff. And I did obviously add a painting, is it easel? I never know how you say it. Painting easel, I think, the painting object. I added one of them, so maybe she's into arts and crafts, and that's where she keeps all of her bits and bobs for her arts and crafts. I don't think adult Sims can really do arts and crafts. I mean, they can paint, but I mean, you just got to go with the imagination, really. But yeah, so anyway, moving on, I'm now doing this little terrace at the back, and if I ever do build in this apartment, I always forget about this little garden, but I really wanted to kind of make the most of the space, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. Although doing the wall where the barbecue, like the back of that that wall took me so long. I did cut it out. I was trying to figure out what to put on that wall, and in the end I actually just put some gardener's tools. At first I saw them and I didn't want to put them on because there isn't a massive garden, but then I kind of added them little plant potters, like the single plant pots, and I kind of imagine maybe she just has really big gardening equipment for really small little plants. But yeah, so now I'm just moving on and doing the mum's bedroom, and I was having a struggle with this room because I wanted it to be pink and then I wanted it to be blue and then I changed it back to pink again. But I do prefer the pink, I think, over the blue, and it kind of just ties in with the whole apartment because it has got a very pink theme in this apartment. But I do really like this bedroom. I use the cats and dogs furniture, and there's a lot of cats and dogs furniture in this build just because I absolutely love the furniture style and all the swatches it comes in. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm just cluttering it up a little bit, putting some tissues and just some like decorations around. I always like to have my Sims houses or apartments just really nice and cluttered and make them look lived in. I don't really think I've ever done a build and I haven't properly cluttered it up, unless it's like a starter house, then there's an exception. My last video was a base game starter house and it had literally like no clutter in it because I wasn't a starting budget. So this was the next video which I filmed, and I just went all out with the clutter, just, you know, no limitations, no budget, no anything. But yeah, so now I'm just finishing up this bedroom and I'm going to move on into the daughter's bedroom. And with the daughter's bedroom, I had a bit of like a problem with the curtains because they're white, but when I moved them up they look black, and I really wanted to keep the same curtains throughout the whole entire build, but with the shadow it just made them look a lot darker than what they were. So I decided to use the cats and dogs one, and it was actually a similar blue to the one on the wall and matching the bedspread, and I absolutely love that bedspread from cats and dogs. I never really tend to go and use that bed, but if I do, I always use that swatch. It's got the cats on it and I just absolutely love it. But yeah, so you can just see I'm just cluttering up her bedroom, and I'm adding some shelves and some paintings. And I actually recently downloaded a mod. I know I keep on talking about mods in this video, but you can add more objects as shelves, and it's honestly the most just simple thing, but it was so needed, and I use that quite a lot in this build. It won't have custom content, it's just a lot easier when you build. So if you are a builder, I highly recommend you get that mod because it just saves you pressing the 9 key like 10 times. It's just so useful. But yeah, so now I'm just moving on and just finishing up her bedroom, and I put a little drawing table in just in case she likes drawing like her mum maybe, and I also added like a violin in as well just in case she wants to explore like the musical side of life. The musical side of something, I don't know, she might be into music, I'm not really sure. I didn't really give her a personality, I just kind of put child objects which can help build skills. I always like to put a lot of skill building items in children's rooms just because I feel like it's important so they can gain skills and stuff. But yeah, so anyway, I'm just going to finish up this room, and that is it for today's video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy watching me build this single mum apartment, please let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you do like my content, then please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next speed building video. Bye guys.